Hey extraordinary people, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you're new here, stay true here. I am Nadine. It's a pleasure to meet you. For those of you who have always been supporting, liking, sharing, commenting, I appreciate you a whole lot. I don't take your love for granted. I don't take your support for granted. Without you, there is no me. Without you, there is no channel. So big up on yourself. I love you all, okay? So when you're working remotely, there are some options that you have to choose from. It could be that you're choosing to work in an environment where you're doing a text chat job, or you're doing a job that requires you to work on microphone only, or you will be required to work both on camera and a microphone, as well as offer text messages. The first one that I'm going to be talking about today is a chat job or a text job. This kind of job offers you the flexibility to not have to worry about opening your camera based on maybe where you're living or your background, or maybe a noisy neighbor, or construction going on, or the baby crying, or kids. All of those things happen in everyone's daily life. It's a regular thing. It might be a daily and a regular occurrence. However, going to search and apply for a chat job gives you certain kind of flexibility in that you're able to monitor yourself better, in the sense that you don't have to worry about those things that I just mentioned. Family is important, and we know that we have to do certain things in order to earn an online income. So if this sounds like an area that you want to challenge, getting a chat job so that you can have the freedom within your home, within your household, within your environment, and not have to be worried about sounds and elements coming in that may ultimately cause you to lose the job that you have, then this might be a good option for you. I have done videos where I highlighted the fact that I work on camera and I work online. Whenever there is something drastic going on, it can prevent you from putting out the work that you need to do, or you simply cannot go on. If it's a job that you have the flexibility to set your own schedule and your own hours, then you might not lose your job. So some of these jobs are going to require qualifications, and some really don't. Some of them will also offer you training, right? So if you know that you don't have a quiet background, maybe it's one of the options for you is to go ahead and search for jobs that you do not necessarily have to be on camera. For jobs that only require you to work using a microphone, of course, it's going to be very important that your background is quiet and there are no distractions. When it comes to that, you have to think twice about the kinds of jobs that you are applying for. Even if you're qualified for these jobs, your background can be very detrimental to you obtaining a job in jobs that require you to be on the phone only. You may be able to find jobs that you're working on the phone and offering texting support at the same time, but you do not necessarily have to be on camera. So some of the things that you can do in this instance is to try to soundproof an area, or soundproofing a room where you can sit quietly and work, depending on the noise factor, right? So bear those things in mind. I have spoken about noise cancelling headsets as well. Most of these companies require you to use a noise cancelling headset. I'm not saying go and buy microphone or headsets before you actually obtain a job. I'm just saying that is something that a lot of companies require you to have. They require you to have a noise cancelling headset, and some of them are very, very effective at filtering out sounds around you as well. So if you're thinking about a job that you have to use a microphone, ensure that you're working in an area where there is quiet, okay? And the third one that I'm going to be mentioning today is a situation where you have to be working on camera. Now, YouTube is a hobby and it's also a part of what I do, so it is work. So in this case, I'm required, and it's not mandatory to be on camera. However, I have to use this at times to be more engaging, or to come across when I'm speaking to you guys, so that we can have good form of communication right here, right? So if you're doing a job that requires using a camera, such as teaching or any sort of job that requires you to use a camera, then you have to bear in mind that your background is very, very important. For me, when I'm doing my videos on YouTube, this is the set that I use behind me, right? However, if I'm going to be teaching, that's a different thing. Some schools don't require you to remove anything or to be in an area where there's a plain background, but in my case, I am requested to use a clear background, and as such I ensure that I do that. I did mention that in the video where I shared my experience teaching online. So each case is different. Case by case, you're going to be required to do certain things. So what I really want to get across to you today is that irrespective of the kind of job that is out there, think about your situation. Do you live in a quiet environment? Or are you able to be in a quiet environment even if you don't live in a quiet environment? What if you have a family member that you're always in their house and they live in a quiet environment, and it's not a bother for you to earn an income from a space in a room where they are, if they're in close proximity to you, and it will not cost you extra? You could consider that for the time being. You know what I mean? We have to find different ways to maximize our earnings. We have to find ways to bolster our finances. We have to find things to make sure that we're putting a bread on our tables, right? So I hope this video has been very, very helpful for you today. It's just some things to think about. You know how I am. When I think of things that I know ultimately can benefit you, then I'm going to tell you about it. Or I'm going to
share the ideas then with it.
With you guys. Yes, I'm not above making errors, right? So I'm just going to come to you guys straight and chaste and real when it comes to me sharing information with you guys. So if it is that you have tried some online jobs and it's working out for you, feel free to leave them in the comments below, that the other family members who are also searching for jobs and trying to better their lives, they can benefit from it as well. Thank you for listening. If you are not yet one of my family members, please go ahead, hit the red subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, the red subscribe button over here.
God, no.
Click the red subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I post a video. So when the bell is on, then the messages will come through and you will get them. I'm really trying my best to find tips and tricks and places that offer remote working jobs to benefit us all. All right. Thank you from wherever you're checking in, whether it's day or night in your neck of the woods. I'm happy you're here, and I see you in my next video. Be sure to also check out the other videos that have been posted already. Go through, I have playlists, see if there's anything in them that can be of benefit to you. Thank you for watching. Smooches.
NMC's world, extraordinary people from around the world. NMC